What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here. In this video today, I want to talk about the most painful thing I've been going through recently. Hook grip. Going through hook grip, the transition, why I believe everyone, if you can, you should use the hook grip, the benefits, and why recently I made that transition. Basically, a hook grip is when you put your thumb first over the bar and then your hand over, and you basically use your thumb to anchor your hand in place. So it basically creates a secure lock. The negative, it does put some pressure on your thumb. So initially, when you do this, it hurts. And people explain that, you know, it hurts when you first start out. I didn't believe them. I'm like, you guys are fucking babies. Everyone that wears, you know, athletic tape around their thumbs, you're all a bunch of pansies. And then I started doing it, and holy shit, is it majorly uncomfortable. So I want to talk about the benefits of hook grip, how I've been able to transition to that, how now it is my dominant grip that I do use for everything, and I mean everything, and how, you know, really you could go about doing it. So let's first describe some of the issues that I personally feel that you can have when you use a mixed grip. If you guys know me, when I was talking about that SI stuff going on, basically what was happening, because I was using my dominant side so much, is that when I pull on the deadlift, I begin to sort of twist as I pull, and I'd twist forward, and that'd be some spinal twisting going on. That's not good at all for your back. And that's because, once again, one lat was more dominant, one hand was more dominant, one hand was under. I didn't have the mobility on that side, so I essentially would be deadlifting crooked. And this doesn't apply to every single person out there, but over time, you might develop this, right? As we have a tendency to ingrain certain motor patterns. So for me, I'm gonna throw up a clip of myself deadlifting, I think it was 565, where you could clearly see this. And it's more common than you think. The second major potential problem with using a mixed grip is the risk of bicep tears. And this, again, isn't super high, but it's something that you should be aware of, especially if you yank with the bar, where you bend a little bit with your elbow before you pull. This can happen. So those are two risks that just simply don't exist with the hook grip, because when it comes to the hook grip, you're picking up from a symmetrical position. Why is it superior to a double overhand? Well, with a double overhand, you can't overload the weight. There's a certain limit you'll be able to lift. Even no matter how much you train your grip strength, most likely you'll be able to deadlift more than you could double overhand. So enter the hook grip. And weightlifters have been using this for an exceptionally long time, some strongman competitors as well. The biggest and best tip I can say for everyone out there is to make sure that when you're actually trying to pick the bar with your thumb first to hook it around, that you really get underneath as much as possible, more than you previously thought that you can do. People will just kind of get lazy, kind of hook their thumb a little bit. You want to shove the thumb as far in as you can, and then when you reach over with your hand, you want to reach over and grab as much as you possibly can. So you're pulling your thumb, you're hooking it into position. The tighter you actually put the grip, the thumb, your hands around that thumb, the better it'll actually feel on your overall hand and your thumb. So it actually sounds counterintuitive, but the harder that you pull on your thumb and on your hand to get into proper position, actually the better it'll feel. There is that ever so slight minor risk when you're lifting an insane weight that I personally won't do, 800 pounds on the deadlift, where you can pull your thumb out of its socket. But honestly, that risk of injury is incredibly low, and I look at it as having a lot of benefits over a regular double overhand. So to reiterate once again, what are some of the benefits of the hook grip versus a mixed grip? One, you don't have that potential risk of a bicep tear. Two, also you're lifting from a symmetrical position, so any issues with your back or twisting won't exist. Three, if you got to do something athletic like weightlifting, you will have to do this in any event. But four, it's just something that then for you, once you build up to it, it feels natural. When you pull, it takes less time to set up, because always with a mixed grip, you got to have one hand over, one hand under. You got to make sure you're kind of in position. Most people will screw themselves into position, make sure their torso is straight. With the hook grip, when you just brace, go down, and pick up the weight, it actually takes far less time. So in a way, it's more efficient. So that's basically all I want to say about the hook grip, but I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. I would recommend that if you can, if everything feels fine, besides that minor pain that you get when you first start, much like calluses when it comes to lifting in general, I would recommend transitioning to the hook grip. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm also going to link my boy Alan Thrall. I thought he made a fantastic video on the hook grip itself for further information on that. That's all the time we have for the video. If you liked the video, you made it all the way to the end of the video. What are you waiting for? We're out here sweating, making content for everyone out there. Like the damn video, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace.